Good day, everyone, and welcome to my channel where we make structural engineering design easy and simple. My name is Konyedi Olodu, and I'm your host. I want to appreciate everyone that has subscribed to our channel. And those who are yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button and also click the like button to be notified whenever we post videos like this. I want to appreciate everyone that has been sending comments and questions on this platform for us to answer. There are lots, but we will be taking it one at a time. So today we have we'll be discussing about some of the questions that people have asked, and we'll solve them. I just want to encourage everyone that is asking or making any comment, asking any question. I would like that person to indicate his name and the country he is commenting from. So if you're commenting from Zambia, you say, let's say your name is John. You say, John from Zambia, and this is my question. Or if you're from Nigeria, you indicate the states that you are asking your question from. If it's Lagos, if it's Abuja, if it's Rivers, just indicate your state if you are from Nigeria. But if you are from outside Nigeria, I will be very glad if you can just tell us the country that you are writing from. So we've gotten some from Zambia, from Thailand, and every other person that this message or our video has been helpful to. I appreciate every one of you. So if you've been enjoying or gaining value from our videos, you can only do us the favor by subscribing so that we can be encouraged that our videos are helping a lot of people. So thank you once again, and we dive straight right in. We'll be talking about 3 of our subscribers that asked a question. The first is Indutia Raining. I hope I get that pronunciation correctly. Indutia run. Okay, your question is, I should show you how a column can exceed 4 bars of reinforcement. How a column, the column reinforcement, and most time the prota structure provide just 4 bars. How you can provide more bars for your column, we will be talking about it today. And also Breakdown TV, a subscriber of this platform, is asking, if a beams fail, how do you go about it? So that he's asking that we should help him and every other person know or understand what to do when a beam fails. We talk about that today. And last but not the least, Mas Mohammed. I hope I got that very correctly. Mas Mohammed. So you said, could I attach the DWG file that we used for the videos? Yes, but it will not be this particular video, but the next video, hopefully we will attach the DWG file that was used for the training. So I will encourage you to like our page, or like our platform, the channel, and also subscribe, so that when next we post the video, you will get notified. So it's a promise, by the next video hopefully we will upload some of the files we use, so that you can keep practicing with the files that we use. So let's dive straight in. Today we'll be discussing about how to fix the beam failure. If a beam fails, how do we fix a beam that fails? How do we fix a beam that fails? And also, like a bonus, I will show you columns, how to increase the number of your column. So we will not start from the beginning. If you look at this model, we've already modeled it up to this part. But if you don't know how we get to this point, please check our previous videos. We detailed everything, how we can model our structure. We will be talking about how to solve a beam that fails. That is what we will be talking about. And there are three things to consider when your beam fails. If your beam fails, there are three things you need to pay attention to. The first thing you need to look at is your reinforcement, the size of your reinforcement. If it's okay, if the size is okay, the numbers of that reinforcement, how many reinforcements is there. The next thing to do after you've done those two and the thing is still failing, what you need to do is to increase the depth of your beam. Please pay attention. This is very, very important. If you don't understand this, you won't really know what to do when your beam fails. When your beam fails, as an empirical formula, when your beam span is exceeding 4 meters or is getting to 5-6 meters, as a rule of thumb, you increase the depth from 450. If you don't want to increase the depth to 600, then you need to increase the sizes of your reinforcement, or the numbers of your reinforcement. So what you do is, as the span is increasing, if you are moving towards 6, 7, 8, 9 span of beam, then the depth needs to increase accordingly, from 450 to 600 to 750. Then if the span is becoming too large, the best advice I will do is to break the span with a column. Just look at where you can locate a column and break that span. But if there's no other way to go about it, for you to prevent failure is to increase the depth of the beam, one. If that doesn't work, you increase the numbers of the reinforcement and also the size of the reinforcement. So we've modeled up to this point. Let's go to analysis. All these things has been done. We'll go to analysis. I've already done it before. Let's just run through. So you just run through the analysis. Yes, we're done and we close. So if you come to concrete design, to beam reinforcement design, go to story beams. If you look at this now, all these things are showing that they failed. But two ways that you can go about it if this thing happens: click on beam design bash mode. You can either, instead of we can do it one after the other, or we do it using beam design bash mode, but let's do the first one. What you do if your beam fails, it is showing you this X sign. The first thing you need to do, come to that part, double click on it. This is what it will show you. It will show you existing steel is not sufficient. Do you want to select bar? Like what I told you, if your beam fails, the first thing you check is your reinforcement size and the number. So we say yes, yes. If you look carefully, it is showing us Y12, which is very small. The lowest we can do for beam design is Y16. So two ways: you increase the number with this front arrow. If you look at it, the numbers of the reinforcement is increasing. What I said is either we increase the numbers of the reinforcement or the sizes of the reinforcement, and you increase the size with this arrow at the back. Now we are at 16. The span is almost 5 meters span. Okay, we say 16. Look at what we'll be doing. If this thing is showing you red here at this edge, it means what you are looking at, the reinforcement at the support. This is the reinforcement at the support is not sufficient. Why? When it's showing you red at the span, this is your span. Same thing here, this. So what we do is we can do it two ways. We are doing it the manual way. Later I will show you how to do I'll show you how to go about it. Okay, it's working now. We say this, yes. Okay, we're good. Okay, let me show you something. Let's assume, because it's giving us the, let's assume, okay, good, that this bar is 3Y20. You see this part showing that the reinforcement is not enough at the supports. Then if we come here, let's reduce this. It's showing us that this is not the reinforcement. Anywhere that is showing you red shows that the reinforcement is not enough. So if at this point, how do you solve it? You either increase the number of the reinforcement without altering the sizes of the reinforcement, or you increase the sizes of the reinforcement first. Then if that is not enough, you can increase the number. So let's increase the number. If you push one here, you see it's reducing. Then yeah, with this it has taken care of it. But if we don't want that, let's leave it at 2. We increase it to 20. It's still showing us that the reinforcement is not enough. Don't increase more than 25, but the advisable is 20. If you can leave your size at 20 and increase the number, if you've increased the diameter to 20, I would say you can try 25, but advisable leave it at 20, then start increasing the numbers of the reinforcement. Now this is 3, or together if you add both of them, they are 6Y20, and it's still showing you that it failed. Then if you look at this now, the diameter, the depth is 230 by 600. So you keep increasing until this red thing is out. We increase again and is out. Why? At this point we can now increase to solve this. Let's increase it's still remaining small. Let's increase, and it solved the problem. So this is how you solve the problem. Now it is now showing you this. So if you say yes, same issue, it's solved. So the next method, this is how you do, you can do for all. But if you have a lot and you want to do them very fast, you just click on design, beam design, bash mode, come to reselect all bars, check new bars which are not sufficient. These are just check, but this is reselect. All this thing, you click on calculate. So give it time for it to run its the calculation, and you close. If you look carefully, your 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 unity ratio is less than 1, so they all passed, but you just need to just check it and say okay. If they didn't change automatically, you just need to do it manually. Once you say okay, it will solve them all. Okay, the unity ratio is already less than, but at times it still shows you X. What you just need to is to double click. If it's less than 1, it means that being passed. If it's less than 1, it passed. So you just need to just go back and double click and click OK. All these ones, they all passed. Okay, just say okay. Okay, double click on the X, double click on them and say okay. Double click, you say okay. So that is it. This is how you solve for beam. Like what I've explained, if we increase, reduce this, this is the challenge. So what we need to, either way, because this is 3y20, normally we can push it to 3y25, which is okay, but I would prefer we stick if 16 can solve it without you filling it with a lot of, if like this is 3y20, 3y16, and it's still showing us that it fails, we can increase the 16 to 20 and it's still showing us that it's failed, but we just need to then increase the numbers. I don't know, I hope we understand. This is y16. We can increase the bar, the diameter of the bar, by pushing the back arrow. It's not 20, but it's still showing. But if you push the front arrow, you increase the numbers. So you can push this front. So depending on what you want, you see how you can solve it. Yes, we've solved all of them. You say okay, and this is how you solve for your beam. If your beam fails, this is how you solve for them. So like the bonus I said, we'll talk about if your column inductia run asks that if your column, how can you increase your column? Now this is showing us 4y10. Double click on it. When you double click on it, this is where you can change. Let's assume 20. If you want to increase the numbers, this is where you come. So if you look at this is quantity at 1, this is corner. This thing is corner. They said corner, which means this corner, this is why you are having just 4. But if you come here, you said 1. The first internal you get here, the first internal, this is 8, making it 6. Then if you come to second internal, you put 1. It comes here. So this is how you can increase your numbers to any amount that you want. If you said now we've gotten 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 reinforcements. So if you say okay, look at it now, you have 8. If you come here and you say 1 here, you get that one here. So whatever you want, this is it. And also there's another thing. If you want to increase the size of your column, this is where you increase it. This is 230 by 230. If we need 230 by, let's say, 450, when you click 450, click update. Whatever you change, click update. Once you click update, this is it. If you do 230 by 450 and you say update, this is it. So with this now, we can now say we take this out, we say 1, and this is it. This is how you do. You said okay, it changes it here. See it, 450 by 230, and the numbers change. The numbers changed. Numbers change. This is how you can do it. This is how you can do it, by changing your numbers. Okay, I hope this explains your questions. So if you still have any question, please feel free by writing it on our comment section. But first, indicate your country where you are writing this thing from, and also if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you can benefit when we post our next videos. Thank you and remain blessed.